What is up? Today we have another Friday, and another Friday means another chapter of My Hero Academia. This time we have chapter 227. This chapter picks up with a nice. I'm not sure if it's a new volume because they mentioned the last volume in the thing, but it has some nice cover art of Toga, and that's actually where the chapter picks up at. We see that after her fight where she used Ochako's quirk, Ochako quirk to basically she killed every last one of them. Those massive blood puddles we saw were just that they actually did you know kill him. And we pick up and she's crawled into a shed, and she's actually she's just like still fucked up from the last bout with Curious. She's coughing up blood. She says she can't even move a muscle and everything's going dark. And she says like again it draws near, and it I'm assuming refers to the feeling of death. But honestly, I don't think she's gonna die because she's so popular and like a fan favorite to where like I doubt they're gonna kill her off. Especially yeah, yeah, you don't get like you don't get a power up and then just die. Like unless the power up was needed specifically for saving someone, you do not get a power up just to die. Yeah, yeah, plus I think she's protected like plot plot armor. Like the main character doesn't die. And then after that we switch off to the president of the Quirk Liberation Army, and he's shedding a couple of tears when he gets news that Curious is dead. And basically eh, he uh he basically tells what the whole plan is here, and what I'm pretty sure most of you would be able to assume. But basically he's like, this is the narrative they're trying to set. They're like, the footage we got from Curious wasn't usable. It basically makes Toga look like a heroine in distress. Like she's just like fighting off and she overcome this, and basically like she's an abused soul. And we get mentioned back to what Curious was actually after. She was talking to Toga, and after this, I feel like the way things went, they probably would have actually let Toga join, or at least that's how it was sounding. But the way they were talking, he actually had sympathy for. Well, this is how the narrative was. The narrative was that society is trying to conform everyone to live in like this one little thing of like what's normal, what's acceptable, what's this. And the way the presidency of Redestro, I'm gonna just call him Destro because Redestro sounds kind of stupid, but Destro, the way he sees it is, it's just like his clothing company. Society has changed so drastically with the way that things go with quirks and stuff, to where there is no like conformity. Everybody is so different in that by trying to like force people to conform into what you call like standard, trying to make people fit into these clothes that's made for everybody, when people have different body types, different quirk types, different personalities and stuff. That's how you get villains like this, because you're forcing normal citizens like Toga to say like, yeah, no, your quirk is wrong, or how you do things is wrong because it doesn't fit into like regular society standards. Her having a blood quirk and needed to like suck blood from somebody to actually use it, which can't just have somebody running around sucking the blood out of people. That's nasty. I wonder if they have AIDS in this world. But but yeah, that was the narrative there. The guy with the long hair, he comes in, he's really talking down on crap, I forgot his name. Garan. He's really talking down on Garan. But he's basically saying that the whole town has cameras, and they're trying to play the narrative that, oh, there's no heroes around, you know, this is citizens have to stand up for their city and fight back against the League of Villains. This is why you should let everybody. This is why you should let everybody use their quirk and stuff like that without permission, without a special license, because you never know when something like this can happen. They're trying to use that narrative. Then after that, right after we get what they're actually after, it switches to Shigaraki, and he says like he's basically saying he starts saying this thing the way what was making me think like he's about to get a new quirk or something. He's saying like, you know, I'm starting to see like he's saying like first off he says like sleepy, just sleepy. And then so I'm guessing he's pretty tired because he's been fighting Gigantomachia for like a couple of days now. But he's saying like so sleepy, and he's saying like every time he gets sleepy, it's like things that shouldn't move start moving. Sounds he shouldn't hear, he can hear. He can start feeling things and seeing things in a certain way. When he gets sleepy, he gets delirious and he gets flashbacks of his memory pieces of. And actually, in this case, we see that it's confirmed he had a sister. I'm not sure if it was younger or older, but she basically, the flashback he gets, he's like, look at this, and the little sister goes into like a drawer that their father was keeping, and it's a picture of their father when he was a young kid. He looks about like 8. Yeah, but in the anime shoot, he could be 4. Let me tell it, but it's um, it's a picture with Nana Shimura, the seventh holder of One for All. So yeah, he's like he still doesn't know who she is actually, but in this flashback, the sister definitely says like they said that's our grandma, and apparently she's a hero. But not only that, she calls him his name and stuff like that. But then he's like, he's kind of like, and then it stops. The memory stops in like the middle of it, and he's like, he's talking about how his life is like his memories come back like a broken record, and how it kind of like pisses him off because he'll start to see something and then it'll just stop halfway, and then well he's having this flashback while in the middle of fighting, and then he goes back into fighting, and that's where this picture actually comes in. He grabs the dude's face, and normally when we see his decay, it's not instant. It's not like oh, I touched you, you just turn into dust. It's like a it's like a couple of seconds process, like when he was crumbling away at Uzawa's elbow. But in this one, I guess when he goes into like beast mode or whatever, you see he touched dude's face and it instantly crumbled. And not only that, everything that was touching this guy or like all these people, and I'm not sure if it's like a if it passes through like a swipe motion, kind of like Langris when he does like when he scrapes away stuff with his spatial magic and Black Clover, but he it's either everyone that was touching what he decayed completely, or anyone in the general direction of what he just decayed completely. But we also see that he throws up in the middle of this, and that's just to go back to what he said. He said every time he like puts these hands on, you know, every time he puts the hands on him and stuff, he gets calm and stuff, but he feels like incredibly sick. It makes him sick to wear them and stuff like that. But it's also like a little bit comforting, even though, you know, basically I think that the hands are tied to like his family, and as we see as he gets flashbacks and stuff like this, he starts to vomit and stuff. So there's something there that he's like suppressing, clearly. I mean, from what we've seen, like he killed his family on accident, but he doesn't know that, or at least I don't think he does. But when the thought, like whenever he remembers it, he's just overcome with sickness. And we have what the hell is that lizard dude name? the the stain Spinner. We have Spinner. He's like, do my eyes deceive me? Just now, did his decay propagate through the people he didn't even touch? And we see like this nasty picture of Shigaraki. He's like so sleepy. He looks blissful, and then he got this huge glob of spit just hanging off his lips with a narrow smile. And After that, we get one page of Dobby saying like, "Oh man, if the leader's fighting, I guess I gotta join in too." And this guy in a parka, and yes, it is a parka, just like comes up on him and tries to attack him. And the last thing we see from the chapter is that Dobby says like ice. So I guess they sent somebody with the opposite of fire to actually, combat Dobby. And let's see what this. Dobby's another fan favorite. I doubt he's gonna, have too much trouble. But anyways, it was a great chapter. Eager for the next one. Uh, I didn't know they were taking a break last week, but yeah, it was a great chapter. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe, comment, whatever, and wherever you are in the world, this great big world, have a great day and peace.